Hello. I'm in Brookhaven, Pennsylvania, making a quick video. Switch over. I'm on my way to Aston, Pennsylvania. And I'm just coming back from a police department in Wallingford, Pennsylvania, where I stopped there to make a police report about an incident that happened to me yesterday. So I work for the county, Delaware County. Pretty much a social worker, caseworker, what have you. I go all over Delaware County. And one of the towns that I go to is called Aston, Pennsylvania. It's considered to be a nice town, I guess. It's got a nice college there called Newman. So anyhow, had an incident yesterday when I was leaving out of Aston on my way home. Look at this one here. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I got another one behind me acting crazy. So what happened? I'm driving down Turner Road. The speed limit on Turner Road is 35 miles an hour. Just like the speed limit on this road looks like it's 35 miles an hour. So anyway, the person in front of me that was driving was doing a little bit under the 35 miles. He was going kind of slow. I was okay with it because it was the end of the day. I had worked all day. I was a little tired. So I didn't mind driving a little, under the speed limit behind this person. So, but then this black pickup truck comes up behind me. And he's got one of those pickup trucks that when they press the gas, it revs real loud. Okay. So he decides to start tailgating me. I mean, he was really close to my car, revving up for a good 10-15 minutes time that I was on that Turner Road. Tailgated me the whole way. Now, I don't know what he wanted me to do. I'm assuming he wanted me to go around the driver in front of me. But I didn't want to go around the driver in front of me. I was perfectly happy driving behind the person. So I was kind of expecting him to go around. Well, he would have had to go around two cars. It would have been me and the other car. But instead of doing that, I know there's the double lines in the street, but sometimes, people still sneak and go around if they're in a hurry and they just can't stand it. Expected him to do that, but he didn't do that. He was having too much fun trying to bully me with his black pickup truck. And I was too tired to cause a road rage incident, which I kind of don't do that anymore. I used to. Could have been nothing for me just to stop and have him just run right into me and cause an accident in the scene and all. But I had other things I was going to do after I got home. I needed to get home, actually, safely, because I had other things to do. So I just took my time behind the other car, and he just had to wait if he wasn't going to go around. I mean, that was an option. He could have went around, but instead he chose to just get so close behind my car. And at one point, I guess maybe he did almost hit my car, and he beeped the horn and looked like he was going to go around, but he didn't go around. And so anyway, Turner Road leads to Baltimore Pike or Baltimore Avenue, which is a 2-lane road, and I was able to make a right, and he made a right, and the traffic was backed up, and at some point we winded up kind of next to each other, but he was a little bit ahead of me in the other lane, next to the lane I was in, and I could see that he had Texas plates. And so we're in Pennsylvania here. I don't see a lot of different plates, of course, but you know, Texas, that stood out to me. Now, I was really tired, because usually I would have made a mental note of the car, the make and model of the pickup truck, and I should have written down the numbers to his license plate. But I was too tired to do that. I wasn't really thinking clearly. I just was more focused on getting home. These people, I don't know why they come next to me. I don't want to be next. And so that was that. I did, like I said, make note that it was a Texas plate. And so today I decided that I would go to the police station and make a report of tailgating. And it's interesting to me that this is the second time in almost a year that I've had that type of situation, and unfortunately it seems to happen. I was in the same area last year, in Aston, coming on my way home after meeting with a family. It might have been a year and a half ago. But yeah, on my way home from visiting with someone in Aston, and a similar thing with a pickup truck with some guy. It was a red pickup truck that time, where, they think they own the road and want you to drive, they try to bully you into driving the way that they want you to drive, but they don't own the road. But the thing about it is, of course, second guessing, of course, I'd bet $1 million that they have guns in their pickup trucks. I'd bet you $1 million. Again, like I'm saying, I work kind of in the social services field. Like I'm a, social worker, caseworker, what have you. And we go all over, and we live near a town called Chester, PA, which has a reputation for being a high crime area, and shootings and whatnot. And a lot of the my co-workers, they don't like going to Chester because of the reputation that it has, the bad reputation. But I can tell you one thing. Concord goes what way? Aston Mills. Concord. Oh, I should be in the other lane. I gotta turn around now. I've never gone through a situation like that in Chester. Okay? I've never had situations like that, which are very scary. I've never gone through that in Chester, Pennsylvania. And I say that to say that Aston, to me, at this point, is becoming way more dangerous for me as a person, in the line of doing my job, way more dangerous than Chester has ever been. I'll turn around. I'm going to bring that to the attention of my administration. You know, because Chester, PA gets such a bad rap. But I'm here to tell you, Aston and Chester and Aston are next to each other. But one is, you know, predominantly black. That would be Chester. And Aston is predominantly white. But I tell you, I don't have a problem going to Chester. You know, people at my job, you know, when they got to go to it's in Chester. You know, you know, like it's such a bad thing. For me, as an African American woman, it seems that going to Aston is going to be a dangerous thing. I've never experienced anything like this before, but I'm noticing a trend. Lastly, I'll say that I know a lot of men. I'm a military veteran. I'm comfortable with guns. I own a rifle. You know, it's hard to be trained with, you know, guns and then to not, you know, feel comfortable with one, or not even to, you know, kind of fall in love with a gun. So, but they're at the home. I don't carry one in the car, but I know a lot of men that do. And I never understood why. But after yesterday, and after I just heard a story today about an African American FedEx driver that was gunned down in a road rage incident recently by someone, I'm starting to think that maybe I need to, I may need to carry something in the car. And that's unfortunate. But this is America.